Thank you guys. Hit that thumbs up. We're going to listen to some Shaka Khan before we get started with this one, baby. Down to the wire, even through the fire. What's up, Orion's daughter, Leo Fire, Colleen the Queen, Aisha Beans, winner, Colleen the Queen. I already called you out. What's up, y'all? Y'all here for it, ain't y'all? Yeah, I love this woman, period. I love Shaka Khan. Nice to meet you too, Leo Fire. Thank you, Sheila. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Thank you. All right, y'all. Good evening. So we're going to do a couple of free readings today. But what I want to mainly talk about is people that feel insecure about themselves and the insecurity that you can have with how God made you. You're self-conscious. You think that people are judging you. You would rather be somebody else than yourself. You look at famous people on TV and you may think, oh God, I'd love to look just like that person. Which to me, I feel like this. I feel like your body, your mind, your spirit, you are free to do whatever you want. You're even free to decide, well, I don't like the way God made me. So you're free to decide that. You're free to decide, okay, I was born like this, but I'd rather look like that. I'd rather look like her or him. Let me tell you what's sexy. There is nothing more sexy and attractive about a person than somebody that loves themselves. That's why I think some people are just attractive. People are just attracted to people that have that good balance in their spirit, and they radiate and they exude confidence in themselves. Okay, because they are okay with themselves. They say, hey, I'm okay with the way God made me. You know what? Even though I may use enhancements, hair weaves, a little bit of eyeliner, when I put on makeup, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I put on makeup, I just put on some eyeshadow, some eyeliner, some mascara, and some bronzer. I don't put on anything else, And yes, I do take care of my skin. I do sugar scrubs. I drink plenty of water. There are steps that you want to take, but I feel as though self acceptance is so important. And to the point where you become codependent. I had a little argument with somebody that is so codependent that she doesn't feel good about herself and she hates to see another guy, like this guy, feel good about himself. She hates to see him get compliments. She don't like to see when other women tell him that he's cute or sexy. I personally don't want no man that don't nobody else want. So for me, it doesn't bother me, even if you express interest in somebody that I'm dating or dealing with or whatever, being that I am secure within myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just going to tell y'all something, and I've been this way my entire life. And sometimes it's a blessing and sometimes it's a curse. But I think that the blessing part of it is that, I love people so good that they don't want to walk away from me. Okay. And it's not just, doormat love that I'm showing. It's also tough love because I can be tough when I want to be, So, I don't have an issue with the people in my life. Even if they walk away from me, I know that they're coming right back, including my children. I've just always been very, and you know what? It's because I know that my children love me. Okay. And when you know that somebody loves you, and sometimes they may be a little insecure, sometimes you may be a little insecure. It ain't that big of a deal. You know why you love that person. You know why. They know why. So for me, insecurity is not my demon. That's not what it is. Okay. So you can't never put that off on me. And that's just how it is. Even in the way that I look, I actually personally like the way that I look. I think that I'm pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm going to get hotter because, I've been over here trying to exercise, doing my squats and stuff, so you just have to feel good about yourself and accept yourself. God created me with a big forehead. I got a big forehead. God created me to be a freak to nature because I can see into the future. I can see into other realities. I'm a spiritualist. I have spiritual gifts. Damn it. I have very oppressed, very latent, very, very deeply oppressed telekinetic powers. Okay. So, you want to talk about accepting yourself for being something that's more than skin deep. Shit, I done already been there, done that. So, this is the reason why if I can walk around and say, hey, I saw a spirit around you. If I can do that and talk about spirit and the things that I talk about on here, trust and believe all that physical stuff, I done got past that when I was a child. In 2019, if you're still trying to accept what you look like, you are a little behind because most of us, even though I done seen y'all know I always got a running joke on myself that I feel like I look like a little gremlin or something sometimes. Like, but I'm a sexy gremlin. No, I haven't, Juju. I haven't. I might try it. I'm a sexy little gremlin, no, little demon. It's like so you accept who you are and you go with it and you just be yourself and you just be the most beautiful person in the world, and so I'm very accepting of others. I know that my grandmother is constantly with me. She's been with me all day. My grandmother was a brown skinned black woman. She produced me. She had my grandfather was a light skinned Briscoe, and she had many light skinned children, and she loved and cherished all of her children because she had both. She had a rainbow of children, light, dark, in between. So my grandmother believed in loving yourself. And my grandmother never had a problem getting or keeping a man. And see, I think I got that from my grandma because I can't get rid of them, y'all. They be ready to leave and they be trying to walk away and then they just say, nah, I can't walk away from this one. So I don't have that issue, and even if they were to walk away, I would be secure because I already know what I want in life. I already know who I am. I think that comes with, some sort of age. When you in your 20s, you just really don't know yourself. We all been there, done that. We've all been sleep as to what our personal power is, and if you are somebody that's insecure about yourself, you're going to want to go to the most secure, the person that you perceive as being the most secure. And you may want to degrade and downgrade that person. But in reality, it's not about what other people think of you. It's about what you think of yourself because, and then also like, that's just like when it comes to love. That's just like when it comes to love. If you in love with somebody, man, it really don't matter what they look like, to be honest with you. Sometimes you can have a group of people that'll be trying to play people against each other and be like, oh, he ugly, she ugly, y'all both ugly. Y'all. You know what? That'll bring you closer together. Those people that share an opinion of, oh, you ugly and she ugly, and I don't want to see y'all complimenting each other. How dare it's all about if that person is sexy to you, what difference does it make somebody else? What somebody else think? Mm-hmm. I feel like if your flaws bother you, then you should fix them. But I feel like flaws have nothing to do with it. I mean, you got to understand, my great grandmother, her husband lost his legs in the war. My grandmother's husband lost his legs in the war and they still had sex. She told me about certain things, because she still had to please her husband. So, you know what I'm saying? So, love doesn't really know any boundaries. But what I will tell you is that love can be destroyed by insecurity. Even insecurity though can't really destroy love because it seems like If you're dealing with a partner, if you're insecure yourself, then your relationship will go in and out of these insecure cycles. But in reality, this is the person that you want to be with. This is the person that makes you feel good. When ain't nobody else there for you, when you feel like your back is against the wall, when everybody in the world is against you, that one person needs to be there for you. And to be honest with you, that really doesn't know any boundaries when it comes to aesthetics. And people are going to tell you usually how you feel about yourself or how they feel about themselves. So when a person starts talking crazy to me, I figure they just insecure at that moment and they don't know what else to do. They are trying to survive in a embodiment of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And so, but when it comes down to loving yourself, and then especially when it comes to aesthetics, you have to accept and love yourself even when other people won't love and accept you. But it's always going to be, and you know what? Sometimes these folks on YouTube can take me back to high school because I was a very awkward looking teenager. It's something about when a woman starts to age because, when we're teenagers, we pile a bunch of makeup on ourselves and we want to look older. Yeah. A lot of people do have a lot of low self-esteem, and that low self-esteem comes from a place of fear, and then also what is considered to be acceptable by mainstream. But see, my grandmother is a brown skinned woman and she had nothing but men that loved her. They would have done anything for her. Now, people can say whatever they want to say about how my grandma looked when she got older and when she got sick. But my grandmother was a fox in a hen house and everybody wanted her and they was willing to do whatever it took to get to her. And my grandmother had 7 or 8 children. My grandmother had several children. She had 7. The 8th one, she miscarried. So she never, she was just like an empress because it was the way that, and then it was also an enchantment that my grandmother was given. But it passed down from her mother because my great grandmother was a very beautiful woman. And so she felt her children were beautiful too. My grandma and her sisters. It was 3 of them. The Holy Trinity matriarchy of the family. They were all sugar baby brown skinned women. They were not light skinned. Yes, my grandmother accepted me even though I'm light skinned. I was my grandmother's favorite, and it had nothing to do with me being light skinned. It was just that me and my grandmother was very close. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. What, little boy? Okay. You want to play it on this? Okay. Are you going to promise not to get mad? Okay, baby. Here, have your brother set it up for you. Here, take it. Mm-hmm. Sit up in the bed, baby. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So, no, there's not a list, but here's what I want to tell you. If you are feeling any type of way about the way that you look and you get angry because you see somebody complimenting somebody else, you get angry because you see somebody complimenting somebody else and not you, and then you want to attack that person, you got to go somewhere and be a hermit and work on yourself, baby. That's really what you got to do. Okay, and you know you got to understand that curses, because I had somebody acting bad towards me, and I was like, look, I will curse you. And you know, it's all about making that discovery and that acceptance of yourself. And then a lot of times folks will be all paranoid and stuff. And it's like, but I think you're gorgeous. I think you're beautiful. So sometimes you got to understand that people might have a difference of opinion. Start listening to the people that tell you that you're beautiful and not the people that, you know, don't tell you. And even if somebody, okay, first of all, you have to be validated by the way that you look, by the things that you do. You have to self validate yourself. No one else can validate you. No one. You have to do that for yourself. Yeah, I believe in that too. I believe in that too, Mary Lee. But see, sometimes some people will just be very disrespectful to you. I had this one chick earlier today. Her self esteem is so low that she had to start talking about my children. She was really on a, on self roast. Is basically what that is. It's like, well, hun, you've got, and see, like, I think that everybody else had confronted this person because this was somebody that did not like their skin tone or their complexion. And I think everybody else had confronted this person except for me. And when I confronted this person decided, well, I'm going to take it to a very low place and I'm going to start talking about your children, who, by the way, are gorgeous. All of my babies are beautiful. My grandmother felt the same way about all of her children and grandchildren. She loved all of them. Okay, I was her dumpling and the twins was her loves. And the twins were, they're considered to be dark skinned. I've never seen this before in my life. And I said, well, I could have tried to bring her up, Mary. But at that time, she was in a low place. So she needed that energy back to her because she was trying to send her bad energy to me. And it's like, honey, I know where I'm at. And this was another female. So women, y'all got to start treating each other better, and then you'll be treated better because it was no need for this person to attack. Evidently, this person must have felt guilty or something, or a guilty conscience. All I know is that for me, I feel good about myself. I like what I see in the mirror. I love what I see in the mirror every single day. So, mastering yourself is God. First of all, as God, I was the one that created myself to look the way that I look anyway. We all create ourselves. Anyway. Yeah, Colleen, it was like, attack your children. It was like, I'm going to cuss you out. And it's because this person, and because I pointed out, I said, well, you have low self-esteem. And it was probably my grandma, because to be honest with you, Jamila don't care. If it ain't about my spiritual growth and it ain't about, helping those that I'm meant to help, which are the people that pay me for my help. If it's not about that, then for me, I don't bother with it. But, my granny came out of that one and was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, sis. I have a problem with you because I'm the same complexion as you, and you cannot love yourself and your complexion. You have to deny who you are and appear to be delusional. And my grandmother loved herself. All of my the holy trinity of my family, it was Lena, Ernestine, and Forstein. Now, Ernestine is still alive. She's not in the spirit realm. She's still in the physical realm. But her sisters, which was my grandmother and her sister, my grandmother's name was Lena Eloisa Louisa Briscoe. Okay. Her maiden name was different. And then her sister, her name was Forstein. And both of them are in the spirit realm. And they are both sugar baby brown complected women. And they would have never, ever, ever been running around saying, I don't like the way that I look. Never did. They were all very beautiful women. You know, they were all very beautiful women, gorgeous. There's a picture of them from back in the day together, and they all were very beautiful women, and they were all brown skinned. So this whole, colorism thing, I grew up in the Midwest, so I didn't grow up like that to where, this whole light skin was better, dark skin was different. This was better, and no. And all of my lovers were darker complected. They were all dark skinned men. So I actually love dark, handsome men. Okay, now I like the light skinned brothers too, but all of the ones that I've been with, so we don't like I don't get that, and I don't understand that energy, and I don't understand why anybody would feel that way. But I guess, but it's like I said, first of all, I'm not the enemy, but it was like I was the enemy or whatever. And it's like, it's mainly because, and then this person, would not dare ever disrespect another race, but she would be okay with disrespecting her own race to take her anger out on. And that's not what I am here for. Okay, because I thought the situation was funny, personally. I thought it was hilarious. I think that, for me, I'm just not in that place. You know what I'm saying? I just came out of something that was like one of the most difficult experiences of my life. And there is so many good things that are happening for me. I'm about to move into like my dream home very, very soon. And y'all know I ain't lying. Because the place that I was stuck in, many other people are still stuck there. But, they couldn't even believe that I was able to get unstuck. So, first of all, yeah, I am very secure in who I am. It doesn't matter. Even if people roast me, even if certain people roast me, you're supposed to be here to learn something and to become stronger, not weaker. So especially on YouTube, I've learned to have very thick skin. And I've learned to not participate in what does not serve me. Okay, so for me, even, I'm always secure with or without a man also. So my grandma just didn't raise me for that. My grandmother taught me how to cook. She taught me how to she taught me how to take care of children. My grandmother taught me a lot, but the one thing that she never taught me was any kind of insecurity in who I was. And the way that she did that was by leading by example, because I saw how secure she was. And she's always with me. If you get connected with your spirit guides and your ancestors like that, you can be more secure. But I'm sorry, I've always loved the way that I look. The younger version of me, the baby version of me, the toddler version of me, the 8-year-old version of me, the 12-year-old version of me, the 20-something, and even when I'm in my 50s, 60s, and 70s, I'm going to love who I am. Why not? It is what it is. First of all, anytime I look like anything, it was because of the choice that I made. So you can't try to pass that insecurity off to other people. And I've noticed people that are very, very insecure, showing up at people's houses and stuff, and, people co-signing that. No, that's not the business. That's not what you do. You don't just show up at folks' house like that you don't know, that you've never met. That makes no sense to me. So that's insecurity because you're trying to prove, be careful trying to prove that you're secure by doing insecure things. Okay. And see, that's how you truly beat your enemies. They're your enemies because you were not meant to get along with them. But in reality, they're not supposed to ever make you feel insecure. If your enemies are ever make you, I done set up here. Let me tell y'all something. I done set up here on a Friday evening and I done had everybody on YouTube making videos about me. People calling me broke, people calling me disgusting, people calling me a single mom, people telling me that I ain't shit. But guess what? That entire night, I was pulling in hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And that takes security. That takes inner work to do that. It takes inner work. It takes security to be able to walk through the fire, to be able to go through the fire. That is what Shaka Khan was talking about. Through the fire. I done been there, done that. I done had a man break me down all the way and then the next day act a fool with me and I still had to take care of my family. So you got to be all right whether or not you with him or not, sis. Why do women want to spread insecurity to other women? What's wrong with you? You on the wrong team. And see, insecure women are not necessarily attractive to men. You can play that little crazy, little silly little game if you want as a woman, but men ain't really attractive. They always come back to the ones that feel good about themselves and that are secure because they ain't all nervous. They come back without you even asking. You be like, wow, how'd you end up at my door? Whether or not it's a raggedy door or an upscale door. I don't give a damn how I'm living. I can be living like a peasant and a man still want me. Well, I don't understand these women that go around talking about, and you know what? I take care of my community. If somebody come to me and say, damn, I'm hungry, I need to eat something, I'm going to feed them. Many people have found this out even on YouTube. I will send you a couple of $100, go get you and your family some groceries. I'm not selfish like that. See, a person that's not selfish like that and disenfranchised, they are very secure. So I had somebody question my security in myself. And it's like, well, wait a minute, baby. It's like, why you say that? Like, perception is everything. Perception is everything, y'all. I swear it is. It's everything. And you can say what you want to say about me, but I get what I want. And I want what I get. Perception is reality. You're right. Everybody's personal perception is reality. Some people think that they can talk to you like crap just because of the person that you chose to date. Well, you know what? Maybe I may see something in that person that you don't see. Maybe I may feel something in that person that you don't feel. So you think you can come and talk to me like crap just because you see me with somebody and you think you can just disrespect me? And then get angry at me because maybe I might think that that person is attractive? Hell, you may not think they're attractive, but I do. So then what's the problem? So you got to be secure even when you're in relationships because people will test you and they will try you. Oh, this person that you want to be with, they crappy and they this and that. Well, you know what? That's okay, because and people like me, we experience the best sex and everything. People that are all wrapped up into that, they disconnected, man. Like Michelle, me and you get into it a lot, but like I could see you sitting around a tree and a bonfire, by a lake, chilling and doing some love, people that are wrapped up in, oh my God, what do I look like? What is this? What is that? Man, you're not living in your true element. You're not enjoying life. You constantly caught up in what other people think of you and also what you want to be. I don't want to be nothing than what I am. I don't need to be nothing or nobody than other than who I am. Okay, if my body is showing some kind of wear and tear, I'm gonna do whatever I can to work it out or to exfoliate it, buff it, whatever. But I'm gonna work with what I got, and I'm not gonna have no problem with it. It's not working. Uh-oh. Here we go. He's Mom. Hold on, guys. It's okay, baby. Oh, my sweet baby. He mad, y'all. He mad about his game. You're so right, Orion's daughter. It is a trap to be caught up in other people's opinions. And then also sometimes people just might be saying stuff that they don't mean, because I've said stuff that I don't mean about people. And it's like, well, you know what? I got to be honest, especially about my exes and stuff. Like if you were ex of mine or somebody that I've dealt with, I'm just going to say, okay, yeah, I was attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no reason to lie about that. You got to be insecure if you can't claim the people that you used to be with, you know what I'm saying? Or that you dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I've had many sexual experiences with people, and I just don't feel the need to go back and lie and take nothing back. And, if I'm going to do that, I'm just not going to talk about you at all. And there was no need for me to have a discussion with you at all. Okay, there will be no need for me to discuss this with you at all if that's the case. So for me, I like to do things very easy. There's a lot of people that like to do things very hard. Even when I'm doing stuff that's hard, I make it easy. So I make the choices, even now, I make the choices of what I want to do. Okay, so if you find somebody to be attractive, then just say it, and it is what it is. Thank you, Michelle. I think that you're beautiful too. I think that all people are beautiful. I think that if you believe it, then that beauty is going to shine through to you and it's going to shine through to everybody else. When you're feeling beauty, and I do beauty spells. Because I don't care what you look like. There is beauty in everybody. It just matters if people can see it. And the only way other people are going to see it is if you see it. But it's not just about seeing it or lying. It's about having that in your consciousness. So for me, I love myself. I love everything about me. Even my stretch marks, I've had babies. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something about myself that I don't like, then I'll fix it. I'm not going to surgically enhance myself. I'm going to love myself the way that I am. But when you feel good about yourself, you exude that energy when you feel good about yourself. And other people will feel good about you because they'll say, oh my God, this person made me feel so good about myself. And, I think that they're a beautiful person and I feel beautiful. And then I'm going to go spread this to somebody else. So, trying to hurt people's feelings and attacking their children and going through all of that, it screams that you're insecure. That's all that it does. It exudes insecurity. That's what you got to do, Colleen. The queen is love you, and pamper yourself. Pamper yourself. I think I'm about to go in here and take me a nice hot bath too. Pamper yourself. Love yourself. That negative energy of self-hatred, that's not good. Because you exude that to other people, even other people that can see your beauty. Then it's like, oh, this person, they've got aesthetic beauty, but they don't have inner beauty. So everybody has beauty. But it's all about what are you exuding to others? What shines through with you? Mm. Mary said a boob reduction. I don't think a lot of people consider that as being a flaw to need a reduction. Okay, but I hear you on that because I could see a boob reduction for health reasons because maybe your boobs are so big that they're making your back hurt. Maybe, but it ain't nothing wrong with having large knockers. It's really not. I have small to medium ones. So, hmm you just gotta love yourself and love your body no matter what shape it's in. Because if you don't love your body, then you're not gonna be able to take care of it. So this is the reason why there's people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that look better than people that are in their 20s and teens. Okay, and we done all seen it. Jada Pink and her mama, they both look good. You have to love yourself. You have to accept yourself. You can't just be going around, spreading that kind of hatred for self. It just doesn't make any sense. So being insecure, like I see a lot of people that either try to push insecurity off on others or either they try to make themselves, look better or whatever by trying to be, and if you have a body that has given birth, because women that have given birth, their bodies can sometimes look very different from women that have not given birth. It just depends. Some women have given birth and you would never tell that they've had children. But most women that have given birth, you're going to be able to tell. And there are some people that share the opinion that those bodies are beautiful. There are some people that don't, it just depends. Okay. It's all about how you present yourself to a person. You can still be a seductress and not have a perfect body. There's plenty of them that do. And I know personally, I know nudists, people that are nudists by nature. More than likely, if it's a person that is a nudist, they are very accepting of the human body. And so at the basis of that, somebody shared a meme that it was a picture of a chicken and it had like no legs or arms, but just a big butt and like no waist at all. It was just like, and somebody posted that on Instagram saying, this is what men want, these days. It's just, something that it just is, there's no legs, there's no arms, it's just a butt, or a boob. And so, people that are able to experience the love of nature and gravity and what it can actually do to a real body. And then also you can defy gravity by exercise and diet. I know for me, when I'm working out, my body looks totally different than what it does if I'm sitting around not doing nothing. So you gotta have, and so there's a lot of people that just, they don't get it. And these are the things that do make you unattractive when you're constantly, oh, you ugly. Oh, this person ugly. Oh, you bad bodied. Oh, you this, you that. Oh, I'm perfect. I got this, and you have nothing. No, that can actually have an opposite effect on the way people see you. It can make you extremely unattractive, especially to nature. Yeah, it's very toxic. Oh, well, your hips are a little bit more narrow than mine, or you're this, or you're that, or you're not perfect. Those things show your flaws. When you're pointing out other people's flaws, people see those flaws in you. All of a sudden, your flaws become exposed, especially in a world of technology where people are able to cover their flaws. If you're so perfect, why are you worried about the next person who you claim is so imperfect? That makes no sense to me. When I'm living in my nice home, you think, well, I didn't care before. That's the reason why I'm going to get those things, is because my mind was there prior to even going there physically. So, I'm going to actually enjoy the things that I have because I don't care about what other people think. Oh, my living room is 200 more square foot bigger than yours. I'm better than you. Okay, well then guess what? You're going to live in your misery every day, comparing your house to my house, or comparing your TV to my TV and all that stuff. It makes no sense. Because I'm happy with what I have. I'm content with what I have, but you're supposed to have more. Why are you not content? Why is it all this discontentment? If you are so secure in who you are, then why is it so much discontentment within your spirit? So, these are the things that I'm able to do for people. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Most of my clients are beautiful, and they see themselves as beautiful. So, I kind of don't live. I don't deal with that kind of. My clients are not like that. Now, I can imagine it would take a whole lot of energy to pull somebody up out of that, because that's when you're truly in the sunken place. Because none of, we all look, and then all of us look like some kind of animal. We all take different shape and form, and so we all look very different. Some people look like a mugwai. Some people look like a bear. Some people look like a chihuahua. Some people look like a bird in the face. There's many different, and some people just look like what they look like. Some people just look, so beautiful. You look at them, you be like, dang, this person is attractive. Most of the time, people that are attractive, it's some kind of rare quality about themselves. And even though, because you be like, dang, it's just something about that person that I just, I can't help it. I can't help myself. Okay, I can't help myself. Maddie Jackson, if you need a reading, the link to my Etsy is below. So I don't typically message people, or you can message me at 770-686-7461. Yeah, I'm actually doing free 1-card readings now. So we done talked about this for so long, but I can definitely throw a 1-card reading for you guys. Because y'all, I'm hungry and I'm ready to watch. I think I'm going to watch that movie called The Orphan. And then I'm going to be watching some scary movies tonight, y'all. Y'all know I love my horror films, okay? And I still feel like it's still Halloween for me. I don't know about y'all. Sure, Colleen, sure. Okay, for Erica, we're going to start with Erica, though. What messages do you have for Erica? Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. We're doing readings now. We need your guidance. Give me one card on what message you have for Erica. I love doing one card readings because it makes me see deeper, like the Nine of Wands. So I feel like there's something that you won at. Like, I feel like you actually got the prize and now it's time for you to keep it moving and enjoy it. The Nine of Wands comes up. I feel like there was something that you had to get past. There's some sort of victory or triumph that you had, Erica. Erica Harvey, you had some kind of victory or triumph. Okay, so you got to own it. Yeah, you had a triumph. You overcame some things, maybe even some people. I feel like you're there, but I feel like you're sort of still dealing with people that are saying, well, you don't deserve that. And those people do bring in a lot of adversity. People knowing what the accomplishments that you've made, but they're saying you don't deserve it, and you do. Spirit is saying to own it. Okay. What was it that you just recently obtained? It had to have been something. I'm good, Laura. It had to have been something that you just recently obtained, Erica. Oh, okay. So it was a relationship. Yep. So evidently it must be with somebody that's pretty wanted. And evidently you was the one that got that person and everybody probably upset. They don't understand why. They think that it's got something to do with something else, but it's something that's deep inside of you. Can you plug that back in? It's very deep, the connection that you have with this person. So a lot of other people don't understand it. Hold on. Ty, can you plug the charger back in? Because for some reason it stopped charging. Can you plug the charger back in? Well, plug it into your computer then. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so we have hold on. I'm gonna watch that movie because I like that house. There's something about that movie that I really like. For real, I'm tired. I've been up doing readings all day. Okay, Colleen the Queen. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for Colleen the Queen? Okay, we're going to draw out one card. We'll see what that is. The Lovers. Uh-oh. Either you are being contacted by a lover or either somebody is trying to get in touch with you. Something major is happening with your love life. Okay, I got to draw the next card. I can't help it. Okay, looks like it's an earth, some sort of choice that you're making because the Lovers represents a choice. This also could be a possible financial opportunity that you're going to hear about. Are you waiting to hear about a financial opportunity? Erica Harvey, just click the bell notifier and you'll be notified whenever I go live. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to hear from that job. Okay, and it is going to be very lucrative, but I do see while you're there, I can also see you starting your own business. Okay. So there's a job that's coming. I can see the person calling to offer you the job. Definitely can see some sort of financial security coming through the job, but then again, also there's some inspiration behind possibly starting your own business. Okay, because having your own business and having a job is really, really good, because what it does is it allows you to earn extra money. So for example, your job, you may enjoy doing it, but if you have another thing on the side that you're doing, then you can earn extra money. So I know for me, yeah, Orion's daughter, I got you. Let me go back up though. Sheila Dean. No, wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna look at Zybel, and then we'll do Sheila. Spirits, what messages do you have with one card for Zybel? Okay. So, Zybel, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Did you have a specific question? I want to know if I will receive financial stability. I need to upgrade in life. So the answer is yes. The Queen of Pentacles comes up. What's your zodiac sign? I feel as though there does seem to be some things that you need to deal with that are within the root chakra. Um, Five of Wands comes up, and then Eight of Pentacles was right after that. So yeah, you have that, but there seems to be some adversity that seems to be standing in the way, some sort of blockage. Five of Wands can represent, negativity that seems to be blocking you, and it may have something to do with your bloodline. So this can also be negative subconscious blockages that may be holding you back, but the Eight of Pentacles comes up. So I do see you obtaining financial stability, but I feel like it's going to come through either your own business or school. And I feel like it's going to be your own business, because the Hanged Man and the Three of Cups comes up. Okay. Okay, Sheila Dean, may I ask, is there something trying to keep me from my prosperity? Spirit, Sheila wants to know, is there something trying to keep her from her prosperity? Okay, she's asking a question, yes or no. Major arcanas and even numbers is yes. Odd numbers and core cards is no. So I feel like you are the only person that's really holding yourself back now. If you want something, you have to go for what you know. The Ace of Wands comes up. So I feel like it's a yes and a no, but it's more so where you came from. You need to possibly cut the cord. Like, removing money on blockages can be very difficult because most people can't do it. Most people are sort of stuck in a certain, income bracket, and they can't really lift the glass ceiling. And so, yeah, spirits are saying that you definitely have to do that. If you pay attention to like rerouting yourself and do some root chakra work, and maybe even do some Kundalini exercises and do some root chakra healing, then you'll lift that glass ceiling. Okay, and you'll free yourself of those limitations. Okay. So the only person that has the power to hold you back is you. which is actually better than if we would have gotten a yes answer, then it would have been somebody that was more powerful than you, Sheila. But you have the power to do that yourself, okay? Okay, blessed one. Hello. I have a question. Okay, may I have a free reading? Okay. I don't see your question, so I'm gonna go back up and just try to draw energy. I feel like you may have a love question, blessed one, because you put a heart in the chat. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for blessed one. What messages do you have for her question or the answers that she seeks today? All right, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, it's got something to do with love. The magician comes up. So whatever your question is, you have the power to change things. But I will tell you that if it's something that you need to have change in, there's a magician, which means that someone is manipulating the energy around you. There's some heavy manipulation. And in order for you to, rise above or either find answers to that situation, which I think it has something to do with love, you're going to have to master yourself. Okay? All right, let me see who else we got. Okay. What message do you have for blessed and highly favored spirits? I might just lay the cards down and just pull one. That'd probably be the easiest way to do it. Queen of Swords comes up, so she's telling you that you got some self-discovery to do. You got some self-discovery that you need to do. Partially to do with possibly with financial security, because the Page of Pentacles comes up. And then also everything that you want, you have to see that within yourself. You have to be able to, I feel like your spirit guides are saying to use vision. You need to start using vision to manifest the things that you want. Okay. One foxy hippie. And my cards didn't really want to lay down flat, so what message do you have for one foxy hippie for November? She needs clarity, spirits. Okay, so the Four of Swords comes up. The only way you're going to get that clarity is if you take a break from whatever it is that you're dealing with in November. Take you a break. Sit down, get you some relax, maybe do you some meditation. Okay, get you some rest. The Four of Swords can sometimes represent, the need to have rest and peace. You need to clear your head and do some meditation. Okay, and then you'll get that clarity. Just kind of sit back and relax and do some deep breathing and maybe listen to some frequencies and give yourself some clarity. And you probably need to get some sleep. One foxy hippie, I feel like you're not getting very restful sleep. You're welcome, blessed one, and blessed and highly favored. You're welcome. If you're ever confused, it can sometimes mean that there's bondage or you're binded, or either there's like a secret passageway that you're not seeing. So notice in that little commercial that I uploaded, it said open up secret pathways, okay? So some things, and your mind is what's going to take you to all of those places, wherever you want to be. You got to start with your mind. Okay. And, a very calm and rested mind, that's how you manifest. Okay. By putting all that chaos away. And, and see, the Four of Swords can also represent intent and setting a very strong intent. Okay. Thank you, Valbona. Thank you for subbing. Hit the bell notifier so you can know when I'm live. Oh, thank you, Zavel said. Thank you so much, Your Highness. Okay, let me see who else is in here. You're welcome, Colleen, the Queen. Okay. Okay, Laura H. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, what messages do you have for Laura H? Especially if you're an empath or a psychic, you got to be able to rest your mind. Okay, so the Empress comes up for Laura H. So I see money coming for you for 2020. Financial security is something new that you're going to start. I feel like it's going to be, number one, a relationship. It could be a child. But I see money. The Empress represents money coming for you in 2020. Okay. Okay. Orion's daughter. Hello. Thank you for coming. Okay. Cards are falling out. You got the Justice and the Eight of Pentacles that fell out of the deck. So I feel like Justice was the first card that wanted to come up. I feel as though the way that you truly get inner peace or inner equilibrium is when you give it to yourself. No one else can necessarily give to you. That's something that you have to give to yourself. So I feel like there may be a situation, a legal situation, Orion's daughter, that you're dealing with. And I can see you, first of all, I can see you getting some kind of monetary payout for that. And I know you were dealing with child support. But even if you don't get child support in the form of child support, you're still going to get it. Because, sometimes when people owe you money, you can open up a doorway, or they can open up a doorway to where you can get that money back. And it may not necessarily be through them. So I can see money coming for you. The Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. So either way, you're going to be good, okay? I love you too, Ryan's daughter. All right, let me see who else we got up in here because I got to leave, y'all. I'm hungry. I got to eat something. We all got to eat something. I got to feed the family. I must feed the children. So I've got to go, guys. Let me see what you guys got here. Yeah, what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's 6:30. It's definitely time to eat. I'm hungry, y'all. Okay, Maddie, I'll get your email as soon as I get off of here. I'll go and look at that and I'll answer you just as soon as I can. Thank you. It's so many of you guys in here. If I skip over you, I'm sorry, guys, because it's too many. Yeah, Sheila Dean, if you have any money blockages, I definitely know how to unblock those. So money blockages come from either your head or your solar plexus, but it originates from your mind. Okay. And then especially, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you have your own business, you have to be confident no matter what. I don't care what somebody doing, you still have to be confident because that will affect you. A lack of confidence is gonna affect a lot of things, okay? And it's definitely gonna affect you financially. You're welcome, Maddie. You're welcome, Laura H. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top and I'm gonna start with Shanetta. Hello, Shanetta. Okay, can you ask spirit guides what's for me? Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Spirits, what messages do you have for Shanetta? Okay, so the Six of Wands comes up. I can see a very important position that you're gonna be taking in life. It's the road less traveled. It's definitely something big that you're meant to do, Shanetta. Um, you're meant to be a leader. And I feel like sometimes when you're a leader, you feel consumed. 'Cause, there's sometimes when I can feel consumed as well. But it's something that you were meant to do. It's something that you're strong enough to do. Okay. Yeah, a very important thing is going to happen. I feel like it does have something to do with either your leadership ability, your ability to delegate responsibility, probably like a managerial position, or either it depends on what it is that you choose to do. Whatever it is that you choose to do, you're going to be successful at it. And, it's going to be a lot of responsibility involved in it. Okay. So I can see this coming up for you in the future. And it does look to be like it's a spiritual path. Did y'all hear about that lady and everybody calling her crazy? The police in New York is looking for her. She jumped over the barrier between in a lion's cage. She survived, but there's still a warrant out for her arrest because she faced a lion and the lion did not attack her. The lion just kind of stood there and looked at her. And, being a spiritual outsider looking in, I could definitely see what she was doing spiritually. And it's a shame that, they've got a warrant out for her arrest, but they probably just want to question her to kind of see if she's mentally all the way there. So that's a very interesting story, guys. Y'all should check that out, okay? So she was like, I'm the lion. She was saying, she was like, I'm the lion. If you notice, I connected with the lion, and the people was like, no, you're crazy. Why would you put your life at risk like this? And so, but she did it with a spiritual reason. And she reminds me of the strength card. Okay. Anybody that looked at this lady right here would say, oh, she crazy. Because what does she have laying next to her? A lion. No, oh, she crazy. She ain't scared. Nope. She's not scared. She's not scared to face the lion, which is typically yourself, but it could also be other, aspects of yourself. I don't know if any of y'all ever saw that movie Divergent. That movie was a trip. Okay. Okay, let me see what y'all got going on. Okay. Trying to go back up. Okay, it's girl Nana. It's your girl Nana. Hello, welcome. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. What's coming up for It's Your Girl Nana? Okay, so the Ten of Wands comes up. Okay, this card flipped out of the deck. I feel like it's got something to do with family, something to do with your roots, something to do with overcoming struggle, overcoming adversity, overcoming something. I feel like it is going to be a positive thing, but but this is what I want to tell you. Don't creep back up into that. The Justice card comes up as well, which tells me that you got to keep yourself balanced. You're welcome, Shanetta. You're welcome. Hey, Marie. First of all, I do feel as though money is coming to you, but not just that. I feel like it's healing. Nothing feels better than feeling secure about your finances and knowing that you got it. That's a very good thing to feel. That's a good feeling. But the Justice card is saying don't let it slip out of your hands and don't let it slip to the point where you that they want you to invest it. Okay, and they want you to make sure that it doesn't just slip through your hands. Yeah, Five of Pentacles came up. So, I feel like this is also reminiscent of your spiritual energy. You want to protect it because, believe it or not, people will. The Justice card can represent thievery. And I actually did a reading on that yesterday, but I had taken it down because, I felt some type of way, or maybe the circumstance changed. But I could definitely see something. I'm going to have to look and see. It may not have been today, but I still feel like energetically, there's been a lot of people that have been miserable, just miserable in general today. Yep, exactly, Mary Lee. It's because the lion knew she was a beast and the lion wasn't going to tangle with her. Yep. The fact that she was not afraid of the lion is the reason why it did not attack her. Okay, that was the reason why it didn't attack her. So, anyway, guys, I know that. Hold on, let me throw the cards for the Weeks family. Spirits, what messages do you have for the Weeks family? And I'm going to go, guys, because I'm hungry. And it's time for me to relax for the rest of the night. Okay, now if you guys want readings tonight, that's the only reason why I'll come out of my shell. But I stop doing readings usually at around 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So the Two of Wands comes up. This is where things become very balanced. This is where you learn to become self-reliant and you don't rely upon what you saw growing up or, what somebody else close to you, you start to identify within yourself and you start to understand who you are. So there's a major energy shift. The Two of Wands can definitely represent some sort of either job or contract that's coming up that's there to bring you prosperity and growth. Yeah, there is going to be challenges that you're going to have to face, but you just have to remember that there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You can't have no fear out here. Now, that's not to say that you should jump into a pit full of snakes. You want to be smart about the situation, but I can see prosperity in the air for you. And then I can also see someone else that wants to be you that's sort of trying to take that from you. Okay? So you want to make sure that you protect your energy, guys. Protection is so important. Thank you for the donation. Protection is so important, you guys. Okay? Thank you so much for coming. Again, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, click the bell notifier so that you can know. Thank you, Weeks family. Click the bell notifier so that you can know when I'm live. And if you guys need to reach me, remember that all of my spells are on sale. I'm running a holiday special, so not just on the readings, but the spell work is on sale right now. Okay? Yeah, and Mary Lee, that's easier said than done. Facing the lion is easier said than done. It really is. Okay? All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Maya Lou. Okay, I'm going to do you before I go, and I'm done for the night. Maya Lou Spirit Guides says, could you give me an insight of my twin flame feelings towards me, and will his job and deception around him be resolved and he will be fine? Okay, spirits, what messages do you have for Maya Lou about her twin flame, and then also for her twin flame's job? Will it be resolved? Okay, so something to do with the magician comes up as far as with your twin flame. Now, this is what I want to tell you. I feel as though because of the twin flame union, and this is the reason why twins end up blaming each other for their problems, is because when you have a twin flame union, you are going to have people that are going to want to manipulate you because they love to try to use that energy. So this person being your twin flame, there is a trickster that wants to take this divine energy and use it for their purpose. Now, I do feel as though your twin flame has the tendency to get caught up in the situation emotionally. But as far as with the job and everything, he did get the 6 of Swords. So I feel like he's going to get promoted, or either he's going to move on to another department. Definitely can feel a promotion. Okay, Leslie, I can't. I'm sorry. I got to go eat something and lay it down, man. I've been up since this morning doing work. Yep, the lion definitely represents your fears. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But you guys I don't really have a donation link right now. But if you guys want readings, the link to my Etsy is below. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I gotta go. You guys, I'm sorry, Leslie. Yeah, next time I'll definitely make sure that you click the bell notifier and you'll know when I'm live. Okay. All right, I will see y'all later. Okay. Have a wonderful evening. Love and light.